Kuhlwile mthwakazo omuhle siyalamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba ngumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio. Namhla kungolwesihlanu zingamashumi 20 kuNhlangula ngomnyaka ka-2025. Indaba lezethulelwa ngikhethiwe Chuma. Kwesihamba phambili namhlanje, ibandla eliphikisayo selikhuthazwe ukuba lifune utshintsho olupheleleyo kwezokhetho phambi kokuba kuyiwe kolinye ukhetho. iZimbabwe entsha kumele itholakale ngemizamo yokuba imbumba, kusho uMongameli uChamisa. Uhulumende usesolwe kakhulu ngokuvikela labo ababephatheka kusehlakalo segugurawundi ngokwenza imihlangano ensitha. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Igqwetha elaziwayo kakhulu, Gqwetha uThabani Mpofu, lo owemela uMongameli uChamisa lapho babephikisa imiphumela yokhetho lomnyaka ka-2018, usekhuthaze ibandla eliphikisayo ukuba lifune utshintsho olupheleleyo kwezokhetho phambi kokuba kuyiwe kolunye ukhetho. Uye waphosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana awe-X. uGqwetha uMpofu uthi ibandla eliphikisayo akumelanga lenze iphutha elenzakala ngomnyaka ka-2023 ukuba liphatheke okhethweni olwalungahambi ngendlela eqondileyo. Kusenjalo, isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo uStephen Sarkozy Chuma uthe kuqakathekile ukuba abantu bahlangane ukuze balwisane lalokhu njalo benze ukufuqa okufunakalayo ukuze kutholakale utshintsho kwezokhetho. Ake sizweni okaChuma ekhuluma.
Yes, we welcome statements by Advocate Thabani Mpofu that the opposition must push for electoral reforms before another general election. But while it is important that the opposition must take the lead in pushing for electoral reforms, we would like to call upon all progressive citizens in Zimbabwe so that we have unified efforts in pushing for electoral reforms in this country. We call upon the student community, the church, the workers, vendors, and all progressive forces to coalesce and demand for electoral reforms. Because at the end of the day, if there are disputed elections, it means they are going to affect all of us as citizens. We have seen it in 2018, we have seen it in 2023, where elections were done without reforms, and the outcome obviously got criminals like Emmerson Mnangagwa at the helm. Now it's corruption everywhere. So it is a duty of every citizen to demand and push for electoral reforms. We can't continue to have the same situation where elections are done and to have no clear winner and there are issues of rigging. We need to have an election that is going to bring about a civilian leader, that is going to bring about change in this country, an election that is going to bring about a president who is elected by the people, not by the gun.
Umongameli wabantu uNelson Chamisa uthi kulesidingo sokuba kube lembumba kanye lokulangazelela ukuzalwa kweZimbabwe entsha. Uye waphosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana. Umongameli uChamisa uveze umhlangano abelawo loDokotela uNkosana Moyo, lo owaziwa kakhulu elizweni njengomunye wabakhulu kwezepolitiki. Ohlaziya ngezepolitiki uSimba Mukori uthi uGqwetha uNelson Chamisa kumele abumbe ibandla lezepolitiki elihlanganisela bonke abafisa ukuthola utshintsho kweleZimbabwe kwezepolitiki ukuze bathole ithuba elihle ukuba bakhiphe ibandla leZANU-PF embusweni. Ake sizweni uMkori ekhuluma.
Indeed, it is with great joy and immeasurable jubilation that we note the noble pronouncement by the citizens, President Advocate Nelson Chamisa, that there is need for collective aspirations for a great Zimbabwe to be born. And it is heartening that he has also reviewed his interaction with the Dr. Nkosana Moyo, who is one individual highly regarded even in the political landscape of Zimbabwe, and not only in the political landscape, but even his academic achievements speaks volumes as to the competencies and the capabilities that the man has. We do have quite a number of individuals that have got competencies and capabilities that, if they are put to good use, can be able to proffer solutions to the multifaceted problems that the country is beset with. And we have always been advocating and agitating for such a collective thinking in Zimbabwe, where all the competent, capable, progressive forces who are pro-democracy, who have been fighting for transparency and accountability, we have been fighting for the prosperity of the greater majority of our people, we have been fighting against the corruption that has been perpetrated against the majority of our people by ZANU-PF, these individuals must come together and form a formidable political movement headed by advocates Nelson Chamisa that can be able to stand a chance against the tyranny, the authoritarianism, and dictatorship of the current plutocratic and kleptocratic regime under the administration of none other than Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And it is heartening to notice that Advocate Nelson Chamisa is indeed also encouraging and urging the people of Zimbabwe and even those who have got the capacity to come together in order to unite and form a collective effort that will be channeled towards dismantling the system of thievery, the system of corruption, the system of kleptocracy that has been foisted upon the people of Zimbabwe. This is quite heartening. It is quite encouraging. And we also want to add our voice to his utterances that this is the way to go. Unity amongst all progressive pro-democracy forces in Zimbabwe is the way to go. Let it not only be Dr. Nkosazana Moyo, but let it be Job Scala, let it be Tendai Biti, let it be, if possible, Hopo Chimono, let it be all those that are littered around the country of Zimbabwe. Even in Zimbabwe and outside Zimbabwe and the diaspora, we have got great minds whose minds, if brought together, to reason together, to proffer and offer solutions to the multifaceted problems that beset our country, Zimbabwe will be rescued from the grip of this scourge, this pandemic that is called greater misery in Zimbabwe. And allow me to finish off by congratulating his advocate Nelson Chamisa on even putting these perspectives to the people of Zimbabwe to start thinking along those lines. Thank you.
Inhlanganiso yebheju likaZulu lelwela amalungelo abantu alabo abahlukunyezwa ngesikhathi segugurawundi isisole kakhulu isinqumo sikahulumende sokulalela izicelo kanye lalokho kwenzakala ngesikhathi segugurawundi okuzathunganyelwa zinduna ukukhangelelwa ukuba kuqale mhla zingama-26 okuzayenzelwa ngasese kulokuba kwenzelwe emphakathini. Inhlanganiso ithi lesi sinqumo senzelwe ukuvikela labo ababehlukumeza abantu kodwa asizi ukweseka labo abahlukunyezwayo. Bathi inhlangano le eyenzelwa ngasese izayenza abantu bangatholi isisombululo esenza kwafa abantu abangaphezu kwezinkulungwane ezingama-20 esabelweni seMatabeleland kanye leMidlands. Owayengungqongqoshe wezemali uTendai Biti usethe ilizwe selisezingeni eliphezulu lamadlwane lokhu wathe kunguhulumende osebenza ngabantu abangaqeqeshwanga. uBiti uthi uhulumende kaMnangagwa uthungamela ngenkohlakalo ngokuswelakala kokuba kube mceke kokusetshenziswa kwezimali elizweni lokhu osokwenze ilizwe lahlekelwa izigidi lezigidi zemadola eMelika ngenxa yenkohlakalo ekutholweni kwamathenda. Ngemva kokuba ethole amawakawaka amabhiliyoni edola leMelika kuthenda yenkohlakalo, umlingani ka-Emmerson Mnangagwa Wicknell Chivayo izolo uye waveza imota yakhe kanokusho Rolls-Royce ebize imali engaphezu kwe-400 million edoleni laseMelika. Usodolobha wakoBulawayo David Coltart uveze ukusebenzisa imali kukaChivayo njengalokho kungelazwelo njalo kunganakekeliyo izinkulungwane zabantwana baseZimbabwe abaphumayo ezikolweni ngenxa yokuswela imali yokubhadala ezikolweni. Owaziwayo ngezokuthengiselana u-Obed Masaraure uye wavumelana lenkulumo kaColtart lapho asole khona uhulumende kaMnangagwa ngokusekela inkohlakalo kulokuba alungisise izinto ezingahambi kuhle kugatsha lwezemfundo. Ake sizweni uMasaraure ekhuluma.
Wicknell Chivayo and these luxuries is always a reminder of how Zimbabwe state is decayed, how the state has been corrupted to stop serving the interests of the people and serve the interests of the elite. It's so embarrassing for Emmerson Mnangagwa who fought in the liberation struggle to be presiding over these levels of corruption, over these levels of greed. We don't even know how Emmerson himself sleeps because when you're presiding over a state that fails to give basic education to children, that fails to give health care to your people, that fails to just give people clean water or housing. But we are so comfortable to see state resources being flashed on executive luxuries like big cars, things that don't really add value to people's lives. We wonder how Emmerson sleeps at night. We wonder where is that PF generation that went to war with this view from Utah. We don't no longer have anyone maybe like Deputy Show Kunze in their rank. If I want people to not sense to them that coverage, we have an agenda to serve the people. Well, now the agenda is to save Emmerson and this cartel, Emmerson and his friends. We sit agreeing, blowing money all over the place, showing off all the resources that we have siphoned from the state. Yet, lecturers that invest from Zimbabwe, strike over 60. What has so gone wrong in our society? And where are the citizens? Where is the agency of the citizens to resist this bullshit? We can't. The citizens are so silent in their poverty. It's almost everything. It's unacceptable. We urge the people of Zimbabwe once again, we will come together and fight back. The first starting point is the reform states, and we should begin by demanding the National Transition Authority to restructure the state.
Sekwedlule iminyaka engaphezu kwesithupha selokhu kwasungulwa ukulungiswa komgwaqo olubhekise eBeit Bridge uvela kwelemashingo kanti uhulumende akatshengisi ukuba uzawulungisa lo mgwaqo. Isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo uThinei Maphepha uthi ukulungiswa kwalomgwaqo kumi ndawonye ikakhulu ezindaweni ezisenkundu kanye leMwenezi lokho kwenza kube nzima kulabo abachayela izimota eziphezulu kanye lamabhasi ukuba badlule kule indawo. Owayengumsekeli kaNgqongqoshe wezemali kanti njalo elilunga ledale lephalamende kubandla leZANU-PF eMtoko South uDavid Chafika ubhubhe izolo engozini yeMota. Imota kaChafika yeMercedes-Benz kubikwa iye yashana lenye imota kwabhubha umuntu oyedwa khonapho ngaphambi kokuba iwe ngophahla lwayo iwele ePologweni. Imigwaqo yelizwe isesimeni esesabekayo kanti njalo kufa abantu abaningi ngaphansi kahulumende webandla leZANU-PF ngenxa yokunganakekelwa kwemigwaqo okweminyaka leminyaka. Inani labantu ababhubha ngemkhuhlane ephathelane le-HIV kanye le-AIDS kubikwa ikhuphukile selokhu kwaqala umnyaka nxa kuqathaniswa lomnyaka ophelileyo. Lokhu kuye kwavezwa nguNgqongqoshe wezempilakahle uDouglas Mombeshora obekhuluma ephalamende kuliviki lapho athe wesabela ukuba ukukhuphuka lokhu kungabe kubangelwe kuswelakala kwezimali bezibuya elizweni zincedisa kodwa akasaphanga isizathu esiyiso esidale ukuba ukuba leli nani likhuphuke. Ekuqaleni komnyaka umongameli waseMelika uDonald Trump uye wamisa usekelo belusiza kwezempilakahle lapho bekusiza khona amaphilisi elapha le imkhuhlane, kodwa kubikwa isimo sesibuyele endaweni yazo emaklinika. Iloba bekulokhe kuthathwa imithelo ye-AIDS kusukela ngomnyaka ka-1990, uhulumende webandla leZANU-PF uphila ngokucela usizo ukuze kutholakale amaphilisi awe-HIV. Ungqongqoshe wezempilakahle lokunakekelwa kwabantwana uDouglas Mombeshora kuliviki uye watshela iphalamende ukuba uhulumende uyenelisa kuphela ukweseka labo abasezingeni elihluphekayo ukuze bathole ukwelatshwa mahara, okusho abantu abadala kanye lalabo abakhubazekileyo. Uthe labo abadinga usizo kumele bafinyelele emahofisini awe-Ministry of Social Welfare. Isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo umhlonishwa uKhopani Matsivanika uye watshela ungqongqoshe ukuba abantu abanengi bayabhubha ezindlini ngenxa yokuswelakala imali yokuba bathole ukwelatshwa. Ngesikhangele kwezemidlalo, iqembu leDynamos liye lakhumbula ukuba kunqotshwa kanjani emidlalweni yeCastlelaga Premier Soccer League ngemva kokuba linqobe iqembu leYada 1-0 eRufaro Stadium eHarare emidlalweni odlalwe izolo. Iqembu leMoz liye labuyela phezulu ngemva kokuba lize emuva ukuze linqobe iCapes United 2-1 emidlalweni odlalelwe eNgoni Stadium kweleNorton. iTriangle yona iqhubeke ngokudlala kuhle bedlalela eBata Stadium eGweru lapho abanqobe khona iKwekwe United 3-0. Emidlalweni yeFIFA Club World Cup, iqembu lePSG linqotshwe liqembu laseBrazil iBotafogo 1-0 izolo. Ngomunye umdlalo njalo, iPalmeiras yona inqobe iqembu lase-Afrika iAl Ahly 2-0. Lokho kwenze kwachiya iqembu laseGibhithe liseduze lokuphuma kule imncintiswano. uLionel Messi yena uye wahlohla lokho okwenze iqembu lakhe le-Inter Miami libuye emuva ukuze linqobe iqembu le-FC Porto 2-1. I-Atletico Madrid yona iye yanqoba iSeattle Sounders 3-1 emidlalweni wabo wokuqala wokunqoba. Ukuziphetha lezi ndaba kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio nanze bezihamba phambili. Ibandla eliphikisayo selikhuthazwe ukuba lifuqele ukutholakala kotshintsho kwezokhetho phambi kokuba kuyiwe kolunye ukhetho. iZimbabwe entsha ingatholakala ngokusebenzisana siyimbumba, kusho uMongameli uChamisa. Uhulumende usesolwe ngokuvikela labo abaphathekayo kusehlakalo segukurawundi ngokufuna imihlangano ngasese. Siziphetha lapha lezi indaba.